Hello Rex Nation and welcome back to the channel. In today's video we are going to be covering all of the changes that have been made to Clash of Champions. In a recent Facebook post by WWE Supercard that was titled Clash Round 2 in their shortened bit.ly URL, and then on the actual Facebook page it has been titled Clash of Champions Changes, WWE Supercard have laid out all of the coming changes to this week's Clash of Champions, featuring Batista and Eddie Guerrero, as you can see on the right hand side of the screen. So the first change that WWE Supercard have made is the reducing stats for opposing superstars in early levels. So they have detailed that will be similar to how Road to Glory and Ring Domination feels, which makes me feel like the first couple of arenas you'll be facing easy cards and you should be able to beat all of them, and then as you go up in arenas the difficulty will get harder and harder, which seems how Clash of Champions did work before. However, since they say they are reducing the stats for opposing superstars in early levels, that is the full quote, it makes me think that the first couple of arenas will be even easier this time around. The second change that WWE Supercard are going to make to this event is that opposing cards will now be your tier, one tier below or one tier above, which means you won't see any more beast cards, monster cards, titan cards with millions and millions of stats, which last time it seemed ridiculous. I don't think this is a change that was too necessary, but it does polish the game mode a bit more and make it more consistent with the rest of the game, since beast cards shouldn't have stats in the millions and it does not make any sense. However, I'm glad that they have addressed that, since that was something that a lot of players were complaining about. It was a bit of a joke in the last Clash of Champions game mode. So I am kind of happy that they have addressed that. However, I feel like there are some other changes they could have made to the game mode before addressing that one. The third change that is going to be made is that the opposing superstar's abilities, or procs more commonly known, will be more in line with the card's rarity. So this means that the cards you are facing in Clash of Champions will not have crazy high proc stats, because I think there was one last time where their procs were like 600,000. So if they procced and you were going up against them, you pretty much lost. But if they didn't, you almost had double their stats. It was pretty crazy, and I'm glad that they've actually fixed that and addressed it. However, Supercard do say that it is necessary to keep these stats outside of the normal for gameplay reasons, and they also say that they are going to be looking to find a better balance. So I don't know how or why they need to have these stats so high. Yeah, I might need to take a couple more days to think about that. Maybe after playing Clash of Champions there'll be something that I see that I didn't think about that obviously causes them to need these ridiculously high stats, but right now I can't think of any reason why they would need to do that. And the fourth and final change being made to Clash of Champions is that the rank up screen is only shown when your rank actually goes up since the last time you saw it. So when you finish an arena and your rank increases within the leaderboards, or whenever it changes, it used to have that weird kind of glitch where it would be your highest position you've ever achieved, and then it would seem your stats would all seem to go down, and then you'd go back to wherever you were. So it seems like the rank up thing now is it will only be shown when you have increased your stats since you last saw it. So I feel like they will be bringing this into Last Man Standing as well, which is actually a very nice addition. Again, it doesn't change how you'd need to play the game that much, but it is definitely welcome and it's not a bad thing. It definitely is an improvement to the game mode. However, there are definitely some changes that they should have made or could still make in order to make this event mode actually better before they polish it up and basically put those final touches in. And now we are going to be covering some suggestions that WWE Supercard, if they listen to them, it could be used to make Clash of Champions a much better event. So the first change that WWE Supercard could make, we have already lightly touched on, and that is to do with the ability or proc stats of the opponent's cards. I still don't see any reason why they need to be so high. It won't change the game mode too much if you reduce them, but it does give the opponents an unfair advantage that I don't think needs to be in the game, since we're all playing against each other. So even if we're not playing against the opponents, we're playing against each other to clear these arenas as fast as possible. So if you do reduce the proc stats, everyone will have that. So everyone will have reduced proc stats on their opponents, which means that we'll still all be in the same boat. So I don't see any reason why they can't just bring it back down. It doesn't make a huge difference having it high up there, but it is very, very infuriating when you're playing the game and these cards just happen to have ridiculous stats by chance, because remember, they're not guaranteed to proc and they're not guaranteed to get that ability. That happens by chance. So every time you go into Clash of Champions, you don't want to be playing a game mode where there's a 42% chance that you're going to actually complete the arena. That just doesn't make any sense to me. So that then actually makes a bigger kind of like diversity between the range of players and how many points they're getting. So for example, if I managed to clear an arena first time because I managed to avoid that 42% proc, but then someone else didn't, then all of a sudden I've got a lot more points than they do, and that's just unfair in my opinion. So I don't see why people should be missing out on getting points because these procs are so high. So it's quite a simple change. If Supercard or anyone could let me know why these procs need to have such high stats, please, yeah, do let me know in the comments section down below, at me on Twitter, send a message to me on Discord, or let me know on one of my Twitch streams when I'm live. But yeah, for some reason I just can't see why they need to have it, and it only makes sense to reduce them back to normal since that gives everyone a fair and level playing field. Even with that said, WWE Supercard have stated that they are looking to strike a better balance, so this will not be the final stage or the final change. They are still looking to improve this issue, so I do hope in the future that they find a much better compromise. Maybe they come up with something better than just reducing the stats. I really hope they do, and I am quite intrigued to see what they come up with. So yeah, I'm glad that they are still looking into it. The next change that I've got written down here is the changing of peaks to reveals from Last Man Standing. So basically at the moment, whenever you use a peak, it shows where 3 cards are, but they then hide themselves again. So when you get to the stage where there's 25 cards on the board, having to remember where cards are and where cards aren't gets very, very difficult. And I actually ended up getting out my tablet and drawing down on there where all of these cards are. My brother Theo, he had a pen and paper out, and I know a lot of people use that tactic as well. But Supercard isn't a game where you should have to do that. It's a mobile game. You should be able to just play it on your phone like easily. It shouldn't require this much thought or this much preparation to be able to complete the arenas. So just change peaks to reveals, and then you don't have to keep track of where everything is. It will be a lot easier. And also, in addition to this, they could add in a feature where when you go back into the game mode, it shows which cards you have already checked. Still let you click on them though. It should still let you click on them, because sometimes you'll need to go through your own path. You need to like cross over yourself to get each card. But you shouldn't have to keep track of where each of these cards are every time you end an arena, because it's too much work for a mobile game, and I don't see the point of it. The only problem with the suggestion that I have just provided is that it would make it a lot similar to Last Man Standing, to the point where it basically becomes the same event. Because Last Man Standing, when you get up to the high arenas, you're searching to avoid just that last obstacle, and then in Clash of Champions you're searching to find that one card. So if you then flip Last Man Standing the other way around and say that you're searching to find that last like challenge or those last opponents, and in Clash of Champions you're searching to find that opponent, they then just become the same mode. So peaks is actually quite a big way to make these events different. And I don't know, I feel like reveals would work better, but then at the same time the event would be way too similar to Last Man Standing. So maybe Supercard can find another compromise to this. Maybe there is a better solution. If you guys have any ideas, do let me know in the comments. Let me know on Twitter, on my Twitch live streams when I am live. And yeah, I guess that is pretty much it from these changes. So let me know what you guys think of these changes. Are there any other suggestions you have for WWE Supercard? Do let me know, because I could email them, send forward a list of loads of suggestions that I feel if we have a lot of suggestions in one email or one message going out to them, then they're more likely to read through and actually have a look. Whereas if it's a lot of us suggesting different things that aren't very well thought out, I feel like they'll just overlook them too easily. So please do let me know. Join the Discord as well. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Twitch, because I do stream Supercard live. And let's get some ideas together and see how we can improve this game. So thank you very much for watching. Do remember to like this video and subscribe if you liked what you saw today. Turn notifications on if you don't want to miss an upload. I will be uploading videos every single day at 5 PM UK time, and I also stream on Twitch from 1 PM till 4 PM UK time every single Monday, Wednesday and Friday. So hopefully I can see a few of you guys there. Just check out my Twitch right below the webcam. And as always, Rex Nation, peace!